I will talk about marine environment. So, what is marine environment? Marine environments means the sea, coast, seabed, water masses, or the water column, and the environmental resources. Environmental resources means naturally occurring or natural biotic and abiotic components which can include one or more species, biotopes, and or habitats in a marine environment. The marine environment refers to bigger picture of all living things that lives in or on the sea. Egg seabirds, marine mammals, fish, snails, shellfish, sponge, and seaweed. The word ocean covers 70% of our planet. As New Zealand is an island nation, the health of our ocean, the land of people are all linked together. We use the ocean for trade, fun, fishing, and food gathering. The beauty and cleanliness of New Zealand marine environment brings people from all over the world to visit. It is the responsibility of all us to protect and preserve the environment. What are the major sources of marine pollution and its impact, hazard to human, animals, and shipping industry? One of the major sources of marine pollution is land-based sources. Byproducts of industry, runoff from agricultural pesticide and herbicides, effluents discharged from urban areas, exploration and exploitation activities. Shipping and marine industry, collision, grounding or accidental discharge, operational discharge, tank washing, ballasting or deballasting, machinery space discharge, and docking. The increased concentration of chemicals such as nitrogen and phosphorus in the coastal ocean promotes the growth of algal blooms, which can be toxic to the wildlife and harmful to humans. The negative effect on health and the environment caused by algal blooms hurt local fishing and tourism industries. This sharp increase in plastic entering our waters harms not only marine life but also humanity. Plastic kills fish, birds, marine mammals, and sea turtles, destroy habitats, and even affect animals' mating rituals, which can have devastating consequences and can wipe our entire species. So the last question. Explain Marpol Convention, history, when it was adopted, entered into force, and its objective, including all the regulation of Marpol Annex 1 to 6. In the history of Marpol Convention, 1954, Internal Convention for the Prevention of Pollution of the Sea by Sea Oil, or Oil Pol 54. Hosted by UK, entered into force in 1958 that the distinction was made between oil and oily mixture from machinery space and from cargo tanks. Oil was defined as a crude oil, fuel oil, and heavy diesel oil. Prohibited zones were laid down for the discharges of cargo oil into the sea. 15 nautical miles to 100 ppm reception facility. In 1973, IMO adopted International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, MARPOL 73, and incorporated OILPOL 54, and in response to Torrey Canyon incident. The agreement was made on the contamination of the sea, land, and air by ships. 2 protocols were made. It needs to be ratified by 15 IMO member countries with 50% gross tonnage of the world fleet. In 1976, Only 3 IMO member countries ratified the convention, with only 1% GT of the total world fleet, which was Jordan, Kenya, and Tunisia. In 1976 and 77, two tanker incident or Aquila and Hawaiian Patriot. In 1978, IMO held a conference on TSPP, which means Tanker Safety and Pollution Prevention, and it includes tanker design and operation in response to the two tanker incident. They incorporated the 1978 protocols to 1974 SOLAS Convention and adopted on February 17, 1978. The condition to entry into force states become party to the convention by first implementing Annex 1 and Annex 2. In 1983, October 2, MARPOL 7378 entered into force for Annex 1 and 2. The condition to entry into force states become party to the convention by first implementing Annex 1 and Annex 2. The objective of MARPOL 7378 desires to achieve the complete elimination of intentional pollution of the environment by oil and other harmful substances, and to minimize accidental discharge. The convention includes regulation aimed at preventing and minimizing pollution from ships, both accidental pollution and that from routine operation, and currently include 6 technical annexes. Special areas with strict controls on operational discharges are included in most annexes. Annex 1. Regulation for the prevention of pollution by oil entered into force October 2, 1983. Annex 2. Regulation for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in BAC entered into force October 2, 1983. Annex 3. Prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried by sea in package form entered into force July 1, 1992. Annex 4. Prevention of pollution by sewage from ships entered into force September 27, 2003. Annex 5. Prevention of pollution by garbage from ships entered into force December 31, 1988. And last, Annex 6. Prevention of air pollution from ships entered into force May 19, 2005.